Right, so I'm going to start working on the engine bay, removing like the airbox and all the intake bits, and the only reason I'm doing a voiceover is because my diesel heater was on and it was so loud in the background. So I'm just going to start taking bits and bobs off, and as you can see I'm fiddling with the throttle cable. I decided to leave the bracket on because I didn't want to break anything. So I'm literally going to start removing bits and bobs and try and get this engine pulled out today. Right, so there's two fuel rails, no, not fuel rails, fuel pipes going up here. You've got one which goes to the actual fuel rail, and not actually sure what that's called. I don't know whether it's pressure or something, but that's got to come off, that one's got to come off. I disconnect the start motor. I've done the drive shaft or prop or whatever underneath, which was not a pain in the ass, but that's done. Two water pipes, those two, that one and that one. I don't know how much of the wiring. I think I'm gonna have to, there's like a tray under here. If I unbolt that, I have to pull some of the wires away, and that water pipe, whether I disconnect it, I might disconnect it from this end up here, and just pull it and tie it up over there. So let's get this thing set up and then get to doing that. We've got to undo these two clamps. There's another clamp a bit further back. But managed to put some extra blocks in my lift and lift this up a bit further. But, right, so now I'm going to take the downpipe off, and then that's It's not all of it, but I'm going to have to look at taking the drive shaft up, but I can't quite see how you do that yet, so I might have to do a little bit of Googling. I say, I am trying not to break stuff. It's going to happen, but... What a shit fight that was to get that out. Should have took this off. That got stuck. So I ended up breaking this little bit here. So I think I can trim that up anyway. And just tidy it up. That'll make it look better. If not, I'll see if I can get another one. And I wouldn't be surprised if I've crushed some pipes. But yeah, that's it out. I mean, that has taken me ages. Just because I wasn't doing things properly. Oh God, so I think it's time to get down, get that on the floor, and then we'll get me engine stand out, separate the gearbox and the engine, try and get the engine on the engine stand. Try is the word actually today, because I had these jacks under the car, they were falling off and the car was tipping over sideways. It was just, it literally, and it's one of those frustrating things. But once you've done one once, then obviously I'm going to try and get it back in without damaging anything. But what a nightmare. Right, so I've done that side, removing this, so now I'm going to do this, and hopefully this one comes out as well, but I can do this like step by step kind of thing, because I couldn't really find much on how to remove it, but there is some bolts, some nuts, sorry, behind here, and there's two 8mm, one in there, one in there. And I noticed on that side they were a little bit rusty. Nothing unusual for this car. So, got a little bit of that in there. There's a cover on here to remove. Undo these. I'm only going to undo this one halfway. Right, like that. What I did do on the other side, but it didn't make no difference, is I did remove the rubber. Which I don't think you have to. This is because of what I'm doing, because I'm going to take the headlining out of this and everything. Because we've got to get to the roof. And I'm pretty sure most of my water problem in this car is because of the sunroof and stuff. Just move that out of the way a second. Gives that penetrant time to sink in as well. Right, so I'm going to put that screw in just in case. I don't want it to fall on the floor and break. So I'm quite good at breaking stuff. So I'm trying not to damage this car, taking it apart. Right, so these are 8mm nuts in here. So it shouldn't go anywhere, there's still 2 pins, but take that out there. Right. And that's it. Window out, and then break it, which is a first. And then I'm going to put those bits back on, which are taken off, so I don't lose any of the screws. Right, I've been arguing with this sunroof for ages trying to get it open, and I did eventually go online and see that you can do it. I didn't even try it, do it with hooking the battery up, because I don't think it would have moved anyway. But there's like a nut, and then there's like an Allen hole, and it was the Allen hole I needed because the nut was just undoing, so I'm not sure exactly what, when you turn that by itself, which way that was doing, whether it was a tilt or anyway. But there's a series of screws to take out, and this one, it looks like it's slightly different to the one I was watching, but very similar in other ways. So I've got to take all these screws out, but I think it might need to go back a touch more. I'm hoping it will, because it just stopped a minute ago. And so I think because the rust has built up so much in places. Right, that is all I've managed to achieve this week. Is bits of the Luma out in places. What we've done, got the engine out. Windows are all out. It's been one of those this week. I've struggled with certain bits, but that is how it is. I've never worked on one of these before. So yeah, so remember, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.